Your second generation AirPod Pros can now be hearing aids. So this feature was announced with iOS 18 back in September, and now it's finally here. So you need to be running two things, iOS 18.1 and AirPods firmware 7B19. And to do this, you can go into settings, Bluetooth, hit the I next to your AirPods, and then you'll be able to see what firmware version they're running. Now, there is really no official way to update the AirPods other than just let it do them itself, although you most likely already have the update by now. Now, these got a very big change. As I said before, they can now be used as hearing aids, and you can also do a hearing test and essentially make these really tell you what's going on with your hearing health. So if we put the AirPods in my ears, you'll notice for the first time after you update the AirPods and your iPhone, you're going to get this pop-up that essentially just explains the new features like the head gestures and also how it can be used as hearing aids. So to essentially use all the hearing aid features, you have to go into settings, Bluetooth, and then the AirPods. So once you're in settings, you're going to notice this. Now, it says hearing protection and hearing assistance. Those are the two main new things, as well as the new take a hearing test. So we're going to talk about the hearing protection first. So this is essentially where the loud sound reduction is. So if you're in a loud, noisy environment, the AirPods will be able to essentially automatically adjust the outside noise, depending on if you're in transparency mode or not, to make sure that your ears aren't being damaged by the loud noises. So if you're in a city and there's construction being done, you won't have to take it and hear it. You'll be able to tune it out essentially, but still hear some of it so you're still aware of your surroundings. You also in here get your ear tip fit test if you want to make sure you have the right size ear tip on your AirPods. There's also hearing protection, which essentially just tells you how AirPods can work as hearing aids, and it'll take you to an in-depth website from Apple. You can also view headphone safety features on the iPhone, which bring you to reduce loud sounds, as well as if you had any headphone notifications over the past 6 months. Now, hearing assistance, this is one of the big things where you have to take a hearing test. Now, you do have the option to use a prior hearing test or even import one that you may have physically done on a doctor's office. I know personally I had one, so I decided to take one with the new hearing test as well as also import it, just so the data gets stored there, and all your data gets stored into Apple Health, so you do have it in some place if you want to go to a doctor or someone. It's all there and stored on your iPhone. So if we start the hearing test, it's going to do two things. It's going to turn on essentially off mode in the AirPods so that you don't really hear the sound around you. Not exactly noise cancellation, but also confirm the fit and make sure you're in a quiet environment. So let's do that now. You do also have to answer questions based on your age, if you're sick, as well as if you've been in a loud environment or not, to confirm that this test will be true to life. After you answer those tests, you're going to hear your AirPods change, and that's because it's essentially going to now put it into that off mode to confirm that there isn't enough noise. So as I'm talking, too much noise, but if I stop talking, it also says to confirm they're in the right ears, make sure they fit good, and now it's going to do that fit test. So you hear a little chime. This is the same fit test it would do if you were doing the fit test just through settings. So after the test is done and you pass, it'll say it's good enough and quiet enough, let's test. It'll also turn on Do Not Disturb automatically, so you don't have to worry about that, and you won't be disturbed. Now you're going to hear 3 different volume. Now you're going to hear different tones. Each tone is going to play 3 times. So just like a traditional medical office, it's just and then you have to hit the button on the screen. So after you hear a beep, you're going to tap on the screen. And if you miss it, you'll hear them again. Now, after the test is complete, it tells you your results. So in this case, it says that I have very little hearing loss, so there's nothing to worry about, and that none of the new kind of conversational boost and features and such will be applied. Now, if it does suggest that you have mild to moderate hearing loss, it will actually go ahead and tell you, this is what we can do. We can turn on conversation awareness, which will just help you hear the environment around you a lot more, as it'll let in those sounds at essentially a higher decibel to make sure you can hear them, just like hearing aids do. And really, this feature is going to be game-changing for anyone who's hard of hearing and either may not want to admit it, or who may just not want that hearing aid look, but they like the AirPod look. Now, there is one significant downfall with these. The battery life is definitely not the same. So if you run into that issue, you're going to have to keep constantly making sure these do stay charged, whereas you don't have to with regular traditional hearing aids, as they have much longer battery life. Although your case will be able to charge them more than enough. But let me know what your thoughts are on this feature, because I definitely think this is one of the features that Apple has made a very great improvement on, and frankly, I don't ever think I would have thought the AirPods would be hearing aids, but hey, now there are, and it seems to be a very great feature for everyone. And while you're down there, if you want to hit like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it as well. And I want you to remember that today's a good day to make a great day, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.